Welcome to the OneSignal HTTPS Typical Website Setup Guide. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to subscribe to and send push notifications from your HTTPS website. Requirements for this setup include an HTTPS website and the ability to add files to your server. If you have a WordPress website, please see our WordPress setup tutorials. If you have a website builder like Blogger, Shopify, Squarespace, or any HTTPS site that cannot add files to the server, please see our HTTP typical setup guide. Alright, let's get started. First, log in or set up your onesignal.com account. Select Add App and name your app. You can name it whatever you like. You will start by selecting Web Push. This setting will automatically work for browsers on both desktop and Android devices. Keep in mind, Apple still does not currently support Web Push on iOS devices like iPhone and iPad. If you want to send notifications to iPhones and iPads, you will need an iOS mobile app. Alright, step 1. Make sure Typical Site is selected. Step 2. Input your site info. For site URL, it is also very important to put your correct domain the way it is seen in the browser when you visit the site. We suggest visiting your site to copy and paste the exact URL into this field. Double check the URL to make sure it is using HTTPS and www or non-www correctly. Next, upload your default notification icon. This is also the icon we will show in the OneSignal prompts. Do not select My site is not fully HTTPS. To send push notifications to users, you first ask for their permission using a prompt. You must have at least one prompt on your site for Web Push to work. Click Add a Prompt to open the Permission Prompt Editor. Let's add the subscription bell prompt. Here are options to change the size and color. You are not able to change the icon itself. Here are options to change the wording. You can use whatever language you like in these fields. Press Save. If you want to add other prompts or modify the prompts, simply return back to this screen. The slide prompt is a more direct way to ask for permission, while the custom link prompt is a button you can embed on the page. You can customize these prompts in various ways. Feel free to play around with the prompts. If you do make changes, make sure to press Save on this page and save again on the next page for the settings to take effect. For now, let's skip ahead and press Save. You can always modify these settings whenever you like. Step 6 is where we download the service worker files to add to our server. This is very important for Web Push to work on HTTPS websites. If you cannot add files to your server, please see our HTTP setup guide. Click Download OneSignal SDK files. There are various ways to upload files to your server. You can pause the video here to read more about them. Links to these resources below. We will look at using FTP and FileZilla. You can ask your hosting provider for FTP credentials. Simply input your credentials into FileZilla and connect. Then find your site's root directory and drag the OneSignal files into your site's root. If you cannot add files to the root, please see the FAQ section below. Let's check to see if the files were uploaded correctly. This step is optional, but will help troubleshoot the most common cause of setup errors. While on the main URL of the site, add /OneSignalSDKWorker.js with the correct uppercase letters and press Enter. We should see a blank page with one line of code. If you see a 404 error, you did not add the files to the root, or you did not input the URL correctly. If you see a 403 forbidden error, make sure your server is not blocking these files. Please see our troubleshooting guide below for more details. Step 7. Add code to site. Click Copy Code and paste it into the head tags of your site. This ensures all pages can subscribe for notifications and user sessions can be accurately counted. Add these changes to your site. Back in the OneSignal dashboard, click Go to My Website. You should now be prompted to subscribe to your site. Let's do it. You should see a welcome notification, which means you are now successfully subscribed to your website. Let's double check what is going on by going back to the OneSignal dashboard and looking at the Users tab. Here we should see our browser already added to some segments. Select All Users to see all subscribed user records to your site. If you don't see any devices or if you see an error, please see our troubleshooting guide below. Let's add our browser as a test user. Select Options, Add to Test Users, and name yourself. We are now ready to send ourselves a notification. Click the Messages tab, then New Push. Let's add a title and message to our notification. Then scroll to the bottom to select Confirm and Send Message. All right, we did it. You can see the notification appeared on the screen, and in the dashboard, we see the notification statistics. Let's click the notification. Back in the dashboard, you see the stats were updated in real time. That's it! Congratulations! You have successfully integrated OneSignal into your website. My name is John, and thanks for choosing OneSignal.